So I'm thinking now about misandry. Now, misandry is a word that I suspect most people are not familiar with. The word misogyny, on the other hand, is very well known. So misandry means the hatred of men in the similar way as misogyny, which means the hatred of women. The reason that this disappoints me, that this lack of knowledge disappoints me, is that men simply don't seem to be aware of the view that society has of men. It tends to be a very negative view. Men are very rarely presented in a positive light. In fact, I'm not aware of any presentation of men in a positive light. It's very disappointing that men have what seems to be a low opinion of themselves. Men are simply not aware of how they are viewed in society. I sorely wish that this would change and that men could understand how they are viewed in society. It's very disappointing that men simply have no awareness of how they are viewed in society. I'm not sure what the solution is because I'm disappointed because I've made some films as part of the men's movement under the name Man, Woman, Myth. And these films address many areas of misandry. And I think that the presentation was fair and accurate and informative. But the views on these videos are very low. Now obviously the quality of the filmmaking might be an issue. I made them myself. And I accept that they may not have been up to a certain standard or whatever. But that's not the thing that concerns me. What concerns me is the lack of interest that men have in their own treatment, in their own experience of life. Men seem to lack an awareness of how they are viewed in society. And the view of men in society is very negative and uncaring. It's a travesty, basically, and I really can't understand why men accept this presentation. It's very disheartening and very worrying because the life experiences of men are affected by people's view. If men are held in low regard, then their treatment will be low. The quality of their treatment, rather. I am wondering how to engage with men and encourage men to take an interest in how they are viewed in society. I wish I could find a way to reach men and to help them to understand what the problems are. As I said, I made a documentary addressing many of the various issues. But the interest level seems low. Men simply seem unconcerned with how they are treated in society. But the consequences of this mistreatment are quite stark, and in some cases literally life-threatening. The life experience of men is affected greatly, in a negative way. I really wish I could encourage men to view themselves more positively. And I wish I could encourage men to demand and insist better presentation of what it is to be a man in the whole of media. It is very frustrating that men basically don't see themselves in a positive light and don't insist that men be treated in a positive light. I do think that this negative treatment has consequences, and significant consequences. I have worked hard to address this issue, but I haven't managed to achieve traction amongst men. That there is, maybe it could be described as an acceptance by men of mistreatment. It seems that men believe that things are the way they are and they just move on. But I believe the treatment of men in society is unacceptable and there needs to be change. But if men themselves are not interested and don't seek this change, I'm not sure that change can be achieved. I'm not sure it will happen. It seems that men don't see the benefit that positive change would bring. And it is very frustrating that men don't seem to be aware of their place in society. I wish I could do more to address this problem and get men to be interested in their own welfare. I do wish very much I could achieve that. I haven't managed to do it thus far, but I think I will keep trying and I hope I can stay motivated. I do think it's worth it.